Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Sungazer. I'm your host today, Carrie West. I've already pre-shuffled the cards. I just wanted to give like a little brief introduction. I am a clairvoyant, intuitive astrologer. I do birth charts. I also do tarot readings. Oracle helps me clarify birth charts sometimes when the birth time isn't known. Anyway, you can email me at astrosungazer@gmail.com. If you have any questions, I'm very reasonable. I like to help, so anytime that somebody calls me or emails me and lets me know that they are having a hard time affording my readings, I always work with them, so just an FYI. Another thing I wanted to do was give a shout out. There's so many great astrologers on Facebook and YouTube right now. Even Google Plus, I've got quite a few on there. They've enlightened me. They've taught me so much. They've shown me ways of getting my work out there to people around the world. So I'd like to give a big shout out to one of my all-time favorites, Kai Pacha. I love you. You're funny. I wish I could be as funny as you are. You crack me up. Who else? Sunny Shadows. I love Sunny. She's amazing. She nails me every time. Tana Alonza, another really fantastic, hysterical reader that I thoroughly enjoy. Who else? Belen Bez, another one of my all-time favorites. Them damn Leos. I always crack up when I watch her readings too. Let me think. I know there's so many of them. I'm just going to try to every reading. I'm just going to try to remember a few more. But Astrolata. She is phenomenal and really taught me an awful lot about dissecting charts and understanding the aspects and oppositions and the trines and really perfecting my craft. So she's been amazing. I collaborate with her when she doesn't even know it. Let me think. I think last week I mentioned Tim Halloran, but hey, I love Tim Halloran. He's one of my all-time intuitive astrologer favorites. I thought for a long time that he was Kai Pacha's son. I was convinced of it, but evidently he likes Kai Pacha as much as I do. So, and the KRS channel, my Vedic astrologer friend, which always tests my brain and my language, and I've learned so much from him as well. And I have a ton more to learn from him. Anyway, I'll leave it at that for now, and on to your reading for the next 10 days, from the 10th to the 20th of the month. Today I've got my turquoise. I'm still feeling the Native American pull. This is a green turquoise. Look that up on Google. It's got some interesting powers to it. It's rather unusual. Most people are familiar with the turquoise, the blue turquoise, but they're not familiar with the green or the orange. So I thought I'd show those to you today and remind you to keep up on your rocks. They do represent consciousness, and they are amazing tools for either healing or for intuitive messages or for clairvoyance, whatever you're looking to receive in your life. They all carry different properties. So right now I thought that these were the most prominent energetic pieces here. Besides this red coral, it screams to me like I can't leave him out. He's amazing too. I got him in an Indian powwow. So anyway, I collect them and try to learn as much about them as well. And as I move along, we'll talk more and more about how we can increase our consciousness. Today I am going to do a reading for each sign for the next 10 days. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to, every fourth card, I will pull 2 cards, and that will be your deck. Or that will be your hopefully intuitive. Now I have already shuffled like I said, so I'm just going to cut the deck. this will be your first card for Aries, and it is the Ten of Wands. Beautiful cards. Once again, if anybody knows who these cards are by, I would love to know. They were a gift to me, but they did not have the box for the book, and they spoke very loudly to me, so my good friend Kimba gave them to me. And I thoroughly appreciate them and love them. They are my favorite cards, although I have several other decks, about 5 or 6 other decks. These are the ones that just really speak to me. So it's funny, I said it was the Ten of Wands, but I missed the word up on top, which is growth, and I was thinking that as I saw all the trees and the flowers opening in the little child's hand. This week is going to be a week of growth for you. You are going to feel the power of your own nature and how things are just going to be easy. You're just going to grow. You're going to move. This past couple weeks has been a little tough energy, and I see you moving into new horizons. I see you stretching beyond your leaps and bounds. In leaps and bounds, because you're ready. You've obtained the knowledge. You have the history. You have the understanding at this point to not only embark on new things, but do it courageously and without any fear. There's just a wanting, a desire to move from where you are and reach for something a little bigger, a little broader, a little better, a little brighter. There is a sun in the top of this, so this is very much sun energy. And if you notice the yellow flowers as well, this is your strength from your core. As you embark on your new journey, you'll be surrounded by the people that you need to be surrounded by, and you will be supported, and you will be strengthened by these new accomplishments. This is you know, you're done with the way you've done things, and now you're moving forward in a new area of your life, but taking all of your wisdom with you. You know, you're kind of old and new all at the same time. So this is wonderful. This is wonderful energy for Aries, and I'm happy to see it. The last 10 days we had some anger that might have come up, and it's just about taking that anger and pushing it into the right direction for something new. And it looks like you've done that in the last 10 days, and you're now in this growth spurt of moving out of the old and into the new. So that's just amazing. The next card that we have, this is a very interesting card. This is the Actor, the Man of Wands. And this is ancient energy here. It's the Actor card, and it's putting on your mask. It's putting on your feathers. It's arming yourself with your tools. It's embarking on your animal spirit. It's once again coming very well with this ancient knowledge out of this growth card. This goes very well with that, in the respect that it's calling upon all of your ancient ways, everything that you've embodied. In other words, there's a lot of feathers in this card. I'll show it to you again. A lot of feathers in this card, and you know, using all the pieces of your ancestry, using all of the tools that you've learned in school, learning all the new things has given you a power. It's given you the wisdom and the power to move forward and embark on a new way of doing things that you can actually receive accolades for. You know, it also speaks to entertainment, you know, being entertaining and having all this growth behind you. you've come into your own, basically, and you're obtaining your own way of doing things that is going to stand for the ages. It's actually rather complete. You have embodied your completeness, and now you get to go and reinvent yourself. So I'm very excited for you, Aries, to see what the next 10 days are going to say. How exciting. Wonderful. Now we're on to Taurus. And the first card that we have is Synthesis. Wow. It's a beautiful, interesting card. Let me tune in for a second. There's a lot of images in here. How are you blending your material world with your emotional world, is what I'm picking up from this. It's the Eight of Crystals. So you're taking some of the energy that you were working on last week, and you're trying to put things together. You're trying to see how elements of your life could do better if you changed your routine around, changed your work habits around, enjoyed more of the beauty in life. How could you get paid more? How could you have a better lifestyle, maybe, by merging certain aspects into it? Whether that would be gaining material goods, building a firm foundation for your home, dreaming more, spending more time connected to the spirit world. It looks like your money is definitely involved. It's what do you have of value and of worth, and what can you put together with that and really make something from it. The next card is the Hanged Man. So you're kind of in limbo, and I think this goes very well together. You're trying to synthesize, but right now you're in this hangman mode. You're afraid to go down with the ship. You're afraid of what the reflection might be. You have to take a step back. You have to look around at everything that you have and really make these wise decisions. There are some things that may appear out of your reach right now that you just have to look at in a different way in order to achieve them. And once you come out of this hangman mode, I think you will have put these pieces together. And just over the next 10 days, that's what you're kind of being asked to do. My guides are basically keep bringing out this godlike figure who's hung upside down. And maybe like a Jesus person with his arms stretched out and he's hanging upside down. And, you know, your arms are stretched open, but so you're willing to do these changes. You're willing to make these things come together. You're willing to go through the dark night. You're, walk on the slippery edge. You're ready to embark, but you need to think about things a little bit and really decide what's important to you. What do you hold close to your heart? How is it going to make you feel about yourself to make the decisions that you need to make? Don't be afraid. I don't advocate fear at all, because fear is just what you don't want to see, and if you focus on that, you'll bring it to life. So maybe that's what you've been doing a little bit, is focusing on the darkness of things, and And now you're trying to put the pieces back together again and be whole, with all the different parts and pieces that you have. So digging deep this next week is going to be, this next 10 days is going to be good for you. You'll see things in a new way, and you'll get very creative, and that will calm you down and give you some ease in your mind, so you can start going back to the creation part of things, because we are co-creators. And the next one is for my Geminis. I love my Geminis. Wow, this is a beautiful card. I love all the colors. It's called the Woman of Wands, the Censor. So what are you feeling right now? You must be lit up. It looks just amazing. Look at the Native American woman in there with the feathers all around her. She's all lit up in rainbows. So you're thinking about things. You are definitely throwing caution to the wind. You're using your intuition a lot. You're going to make some decisions. And you're going to do it kind of in a sneaky, hiding way. Not going to really reveal everything to everyone this time. You have some truths. You have some understanding. You've been through a long battle. You're a warrior. You can be hardworking. You can multitask. You can be very nervous. But at the end of the day, you always come through with growth, because you're only about wisdom and knowledge, right, Gemini? So, you might have had some snaky people around you doing some sneaky things, and that's why you're keeping things to yourself a little bit. You're going to do things in a new way with certain people. You're not going to let them take advantage of you anymore and harm your spiritual self. Really is what's getting harmed by that. It's keeping you from doing your work on yourself of discovery. When other people all have their hands into you and on you, and they want from you and they need from you, and they're giving their problems to you, and they're sneaking behind you, and they look like this to your face, but they're really like that behind your back. You're going to know who these people are for sure. It's not your job to tend to everybody's feathers. You have your own job to do, and you have your own way of doing it, and you have all the wisdom. It's right here. It's right here. And if you have to protect yourself, then you have to protect yourself. There's nothing wrong with that at all. We all have to do that from time to time, because you want to fly your longest flight. You want to go do things. You're all about the adventure. You want to seek and go and do and see everything and touch everything. They can't really get much past you, Gemini. So mind yourself. Be kind, even to the people that are doing you wrong. Because the next card, wow, the next card is integrity. I don't know if you can see this very well, but integrity is all about knowing to do the right thing. So walk away from the people that are not really being the highest vibration for you. It's okay to walk alone for a little while. Might help you collect your thoughts and collect your ambitions a little bit. You might need a nice long journey in order to keep your backbone together, so that people don't rock you off of your path. You know, it's when, this is the Nine of Wands, so it's when you're almost at the end of this journey. And integrity is being called on for you to stay to your principles. You've already mastered these things. You're already aware of what the right thing to do is. So let the shadowy figures be the shadowy figures in your life, but you maintain this high authority of yourself. You're here on high authority. You're not meant to be moved around very much. Only the truth moves you. So use your integrity this next 10 days. Pay attention to the things that are going on. If there's, you know, anybody doing anything sneaky or bugging you for attention or money or showing one face when you know, there's another one, obviously. Just maintain your moral code. Stay calm over it. Understand that they're in their journey too, and they're walking a lonely path. If they're trying to deceive other people, it's because they're scared. So let them have their lessons, and you maintain your path. You maintain who you are. Don't give that away to anybody. Just stay true to yourself. You know the answers. You know the right things to do. I don't even need to read anymore. Because you know. You do know. Okay, that's Gemini. And now on to lovely Cancer. I'm sorry. Cancer. This is interesting. So your first card, Cancer, is the Rejoicer. So be glad. Be refreshed. Everything is new. Everything is opening up just fine. Everything is coming to fruition and showing itself in full splendor. You can really relax. It seems like you might have got this card last month, or last 10 days too. But it's a water card. So many things have been healed here. I can see it's really like a refreshment card. It looks refreshing. It's like, everything's okay, everything's washed clean, everything is taken care of. I can be glad in this moment. I can relax. I can go on a holiday. I can make plans for the future. I can dream. The world is full of wonderment. Once again. You know, even though it is the Woman of Cups, if you're a man watching this, it's embodying the nurturing side of yourself. When you just feel so good, you're like, oh my God, I got my hair cut, and I took a nice shower, and I ate a good meal, and I've got my comfy clothes on, and I'm relaxing with good friends and family and food around me, and I'm in my element. Nothing is missing. Everything is new and refreshed, and I'm ready for, you to take it easy a little bit. You're always taking care of everybody, so I'm really happy to see the Rejoicer card for Cancer. I'm a Cancer rising, Cancer moon, so I need to be refreshed over this next 10 days. That would be wonderful, and I'm looking forward to it. And the next card, wow, what a gorgeous card, is the Empress. All right, that's what I'm talking about. You know, your harvest is in, your abundance is there. You can relax and enjoy. You have embodied the wellspring of what it is to be a nurturing, loving, peaceful, kind, harmonious earth dweller. You are here to bring love and harmony to those around you, and you are in your fullness and in your glory. You're loved. You're respected. You bring so much to the world, and the world knows it. And I'm very happy to see that for you, because it's been a long time. The cancers kind of took a little bit of a beating the last few years, actually. But only because they were the ones that knew how to do things in a certain way, lovingly. And they had to let go of things that were keeping them from doing that. So I'm really happy to see you in your full raving glory, doing what cancers do best, and that's being that abundant, bright wellspring of love and harmony for everybody around. Okay, and now off to Leo. And your first card is the Four of Worlds, and the second card is the Child of Crystals. So the first card, the Four of Worlds, is commencement. It's time. Time for the egg to crack. It's time to get out all these Plutonian energies. It's time to move, shake, go, build. You've got things to make happen. This world is what we make it. It's our creation. All of us. We all have a collective part in this and an individual part in this. And Leo, it's your time to move. There's a goat on this card. And I don't know if you've ever seen a goat walk a mountain, but wow, it's the most amazing thing. They have like an inch, and they're able to get their foot on it just right, and they can climb those mountains like no other creature can. No other creature can do what they can do. So it's time for you to break out your lion's heart and do what only you can do best. Bring that to the world. Look at the people around you and shine your light bright, not so that they put the spotlight on you, but as a glowing example of how to move forward. A lot of us have been through a lot lately, and the last 6 months have been, somewhat difficult. Sometimes, some of us get good results from these heavy-duty transits, but most of the time, when we have a heavy-duty transit, it's affecting all of us. And we've never been here before in this time and space. So it's time to break out the best qualities in you and bring them to the world for all the world to see. You can't hide in the dark anymore. It's time to come out. It's time to do what you do best. So whether that's getting a new job that you love more than what you've got right now, whether that's building a new home, whether that's speaking your truth, whether that's going on a faraway journey, it's time. What you know where that is for you, but you're the champion of your world, and you can do it. You can make something really beautiful for yourself, for your home life, for your safety, your security, your inner comforts, really. Yeah, what are you going to bring to the world? I want to know. I want to know. But it's time. Whatever it is you've been thinking about doing, wanting to do, whether it's love or building something or changing jobs or getting a new car or changing your hairstyle, or it's on. You're ready. This next 10 days, you're move. You're on the run. You're on the go. You're not looking back either. You're not stopping. You've got wind under your feet. Move out. That's your motto this next 10 days. I'm really curious what that's going to be. And the next card you have is the Learner. And this is a phenomenal card. I don't know if you can see. It's got some children in it. So something's brand new. You're doing something brand new. It's the Child of Crystals. You're looking at something new. You're coming out of your fear and you're looking towards the light. You're not afraid anymore to not change jobs or not get out of that bad relationship. You're not afraid anymore. You've got everything you need. You're built for business. You want something to happen, you're built to make it happen. It's all you. It's all your dreams that make things happen. So whatever you're dreaming about, whatever you're wanting to go do new in your life, you've mastered the old lessons and you're ready to learn the new. You're ready to come into abundance. You're ready to learn how to bring things into better focus for yourself. You've learned a lot. But over the next 10 days, I have a feeling you're going to find out just how much you learned, how much you have learned and grown when you get busy moving out on things. It's gonna show itself. You're going to be able to really ascertain what it is that you've got. The building blocks are already there, so you're going to be able to step on that. So that's great. Now on to Virgo. And I am a Virgo Sun, Venus, Mercury, Pluto, and Uranus. And so that's basically a stellium in Virgo. Oh, shout out to Crystal Lynn, Astrology Cowgirl. Okay, so first card we have is Synergy, the Six of Worlds. And the second card is the Death card. So, synergy. Things just have a force of their own is what I'm seeing. Things are just moving and evolving. It's almost like the Wheel card. Nature has a play in things. People have a play in things. Passions have a play in things. Rules have a set of things to say about it. There's love. Plays a part. So many things up in the air, but coming together, really just have a life of its own. It's the rhythm of things. Some things just can't be changed. Some things can't be moved. It's just a matter of sitting back and waiting for things to come together and be whole. If you look, there's all these circles in the middle, but then they're inside of one big circle. So it's just the mechanism of things. It's like a clock working on the inside. Everything is coming together, folding in. But there's no control of it. You don't have any control of what's going on in your life. It's just the way things are. And then you have the Death card. So that speaks to me with you don't have any control. They are going to be what they are, and things are going to come to an end. Certain ways of being are no longer serving your highest purpose. So, people see the Death card sometimes and they think, somebody's going to pass away or something like that. But it's things in your life. So if the job moves, you're going to find a better job. If the boyfriend leaves you and breaks up with you, you're going to find a better boyfriend. If you've been living in sorrow and misery and heartache and depressed, you're going to move out of that. You know, things that no longer serve you. Things are going to get cleaned up, straightened out. The road's going to get easier as a result of these things that are moving out of your life. So things are spinning and moving away and falling off. Let them. Embrace them. Enjoy. That's one of the most positive things someone taught me. And that is, when something leaves your life, let it. When something goes, let it go. And I don't, I hope I'm not taken to be mean and cruel, but if somebody even passes away, we have to learn to allow for death without it crippling us and keeping us in a state of hibernation where our light isn't being shown to the world anymore because we're suffering with the loss of something. Let the things go that need to go, Virgo. It's okay. I know what those things are in my life that need to go, and if it's time for them and the wheel turns in the right direction and it's part of the master plan, then I'm good with that. I am good with that. So you should be too. On to Libra. Beautiful Libras. My mommy's a Libra. She's wonderful. She's very sweet. Everybody loves my mommy. Libra, I'm so happy. Wow. Looks like you're going to the party, girl. Or guy. Fulfillment. So all your cups are full. You've got beer, you've got sangria, you've got a mudslide, you got a glass of wine, you got red wine, you got some pink wine, you got a pina colada, you got flowers, fruit. You've accomplished something. Your cups are full. You've done the hard work. It's time for you to receive the abundance for the hard work. You can see that you did lose one cup of love, but not all is lost. You just have a little ways left to go, and you can turn that cup back around. The next card that we have is the Ace of Crystal. Brilliance. Haha. Shine your light, my friend. At the center of this picture is a diamond. There's fireworks, the galaxy, sunrise, a sunset. Show all of your sunny spots. Show all of your vibrance. Show all of the ways that the heavens exist within you. Show all that to the world. You have it. You've aced this. You've done what you needed to do to protect yourself and take care of yourself. Even though you've got that one cup overturned at the top of this card, you will get there by showing your brilliance. That's probably your next cup to where you will reach the 10. But you're at a fulfilled moment in your life. And it's actually beautiful and brilliant and amazing and lighthearted and easy for everybody. But you're Libra. You're always easy on everybody. So kind and sweet and loving, and you deserve the best. You are the best. So that's a great reading, Libra. And the next one is Scorpio. Scorpio. Wow. And your first card is the Fool, the 0 card. You're at the beginning. You are embarking on something new that you've never done before. You made your decision. You're brand new. You're coming back out to your own. You're smart. You're funny. You're talkative. You're playful. You're interesting. You're interested. You're connected and divinely guided. Everywhere your feet go now is moving with intention and purpose in a new way. You'll be able to help many other people embark on the new journeys too when you set sail. What's coming out to me is how you need to bring back some of your childlike wonder. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. But don't forget your childlike wonder. It's amazing out there. I'm happy to see this for you, Scorpio. I'm happy to see the fireworks and the chrysanthemums and the birds and the flowers, and it's all new and exciting, and that's wonderful. We all need new and exciting, right? But it's your turn. It's your time. So these next 10 days, do as many new things as you possibly can. Do as many things as you've never done before. Do them. Maybe try to find a new job. Maybe try to move to a new place. Be open. Be wide open. Your journey awaits you. And the next card is the Woman of Crystals, the Guardian. So you're always being watched over and cared for. You're protected. You've got all 4 elements at your disposal. You're highly intuitive. You're knowing. You're a Scorpio. You dive deep and hard into everything you do. You're solid. You have everything protecting you that you would ever possibly need. You're safe now. You're moving to much calmer waters for yourself. You're going to be divinely guided. And you know, they're calling me to all these different crystals and whatnot, and maybe some quartz crystal. Let me see. I have a. Oh, here we go. This is a quartz crystal. Nice point on this one. And this smoky quartz. So you can put your troubles into this, and you can put your dreams into that. And that might help you, Scorpio. Yeah. You're protected. You're fine. You've got love. You've got harmony. You've got divine guidance. You've got everything you would need. You have the wisdom of what you need to do, and it's time that you embark on these new journeys. Great reading, Scorpio. And now to Sagittarius. I love my Sagittariuses. The adventurers. Wow. Alright, so your first card is Change, the 8 of Worlds. Where are you going now? I want to know. I want to go. You know, we've got Saturn in Scorpio, and isn't it, I mean in Sagittarius, I'm sorry. And isn't it funny, we had Saturn in Scorpio for a long time, but now it's in Sagittarius. And isn't that funny that the little Saturn symbol is in there? So it's time to really take care of yourself, nurture yourself. You've been through all the seasons of change. You're ready. You're ready for everything to come together. You're ready for the harvest. You're ready for you're ready for these changes. You want these changes. You've been waiting for these for a long time. It's taken you a long time to get to this place where You want to make sudden, quick moves now. You want to move it out. You're ready to get this show on the road, is what I want to say. You're ready to pack your camper and take off. You can see everything. You know the changes that need to be made. You understand that in these next 10 days, you're like then you're prepared, understanding that the next 10 days, you're gonna do something different. You're gonna make some moves. You've made up your mind. There's nothing holding you back anymore. It's your time. Everything has its season. Everything has its time, right? And you're coming into yours. You're full. Your belly is full. Your mind is full. Your heart is full. Your hands are full. You're abundant. And you're ready to move that train out. Ready to go. And the next card is art. Wow. So how are you being creative? What are you going to see? Life is art for you. You've got it all in your hands. You've got this well of creative thinking. You're ready to come out of that cocoon. It's funny, there's a bird and a butterfly flying up and out of the picture, and a moth on the bottom. So you are really ready to spread your wings and show the art of who you are. You might even be wanting to create some art, or go to an art gallery, or yeah, you want to see things from a different view. You want a different advantage point. You don't want to look at things straight on. You don't want that anymore. You want to get things colorful and moving around, and you want to change your environment. You might be ready to move. You might be ready to, when I say get your little buggy and take off, that might be exactly what you're doing. You might be packing things up, and you have all your little wares, and you're ready to take that show on the road. Maybe for some art adventure. Maybe it's time that you get a little disciplined in the story of your life, how you interpret the world changing, and how are you going to go with it in a beautiful, prosperous way. I mean, I have no doubt you will, but maybe you're thinking about that right now over this next 10 days. Maybe you're thinking, how can I get my world to look more colorful, more fancy, different people, different foods, different flowers and fauna? How can I move around this earth and see things that appeal to me, more of what appeals to me? So you might be changing jobs as well. You might decide that you want to do something more creative for a line of work, and that would be highly encouraged right now with the astrological energies. And of course with Saturn there, I wouldn't be surprised if you got discipline, maybe working a second job that is a labor of love for you, because you're ready. You're ready for the world. Good reading. Very exciting, Sagittarius. You'll have to let me know what's going on, where you're going, what you're doing. On to Capricorn. And the next one is anger. Your first card is anger. The Four of Cups. Ooh, somebody did something. And the next card is the Sage of Wands, Seer. Back to this anger card. Let's look here. Wow. Looks like something fell apart. Something had a lot of pieces and parts and you can't hold it together anymore. You're frustrated. Things are not coming together maybe the way that you had hoped that they would, Capricorn. They're not growing in a fruitful manner. It looks very fractured. Things are coming apart at the seams for you, and it's triggering some rage. Maybe you didn't see this coming. Maybe you didn't, I know you over-prepared, so maybe somebody, somebody maybe could have broken your heart, taken your love and used it against you, Capricorn. Somebody could have thrown your cup of love back in your face and said, no, I don't want it. Things are out of your control. Must be the people around you. It just doesn't even seem like a Capricorn card. But I will tell you, when a Capricorn gets mad, they're almost like a Taurus. You might want to run. So this week, don't break things. Don't throw anything into anybody. Learn to be softer about the things that frustrate you. I'm not going to be able to really say too much more than that because you're feeling pretty angry to me, and it seems like somebody did something really dirty and underhanded, and it kind of ricocheted into many areas of your life, and you're mad. And I can't say I blame you if somebody let you down or didn't do what they should have or didn't support their end of the bargain. They showed up in pieces and parts but didn't really give you the goods. They didn't receive your love and affections, or they didn't return them. So try not to raise your blood pressure. If it was somebody else in your life that did something underhanded or sneaky or deceitful or out of jealousy or envy or something like that, because there is quite a bit of a green thread running through here, and that's what that speaks to me about. But if they did, try to keep your self measured. Try to keep your calm intact. This anger, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if anger is going to suit you or not, or suit the other person or not. I don't think it's anybody coming at you with anger. I think you're angry at someone in particular. But your next card is Seer, Sage of Wands. So you're the old shaman. You're the wise one. You know what they did. You know how sneaky they were about it too. And they all that glitters is not gold. But you'll burn through the illusions. Maybe your anger will help you see through the illusion to where there'll be no turning back and letting people get one up on you anymore. You're the old sage. You're the Capricorn. You're the old goat. Nobody knows how to navigate things or build things or do things like a goat. There's only one animal on earth that can climb those mountains, and that's the goat. You're the old soul. You do know. You know everything. You see everything. Even if you're not there, you still know. If somebody lies to you, you know it. somebody writes you something, or somebody tells you something, or somebody, just, they don't even have to be in front of you. They can be completely in the dark, and you are like the hawk's eye. You will know. If that foundation is not going to be built rock solid, you will know. And you might be angry that somebody is not doing what they're saying, that their words are not in alignment. And if it's not somebody, you might have depended on things to come together in a certain way. When they're not coming together in a certain way, you might be getting really discouraged and looking for answers. You might be digging, trying to understand. You might be a little obsessive and a little calculating, trying to get to the bottom of something. Next we have Aquarius. I invite all of you to go listen to that song again. There's a YouTube video, The Age of Aquarius, by the Fifth Dimension. They are amazing. I love that song. We got there in 2012, and everything just lined up. It was amazing astrological time. So not a bad idea to go listen to that song. You might get some insights on actually the energy that we're starting to move in, and my Aquarius friends are just amazing. I love them so much. They're so interesting, and of course they are. And the first card for Aquarius is the Inventor, and it's the Man of Crystals. And I have so many good Aquarius friends, but they are the inventors. They are the tinkerers. They play with stuff. They put things together. They have these information pieces that they move through things so quickly, and they're so sharp, and they love to tinker. So what are you inventing, Aquarius? What are you making that's new? I keep being drawn to if you're a musician, you're going to make new music. If you're an artist, you're going to make new art, something unique and nobody else does. If you're an accountant, you're going to do things in a new, innovative way. If you're a doctor, you're going to, try new approaches. If you're studying, you might change what you're studying. You're constantly inventing yourself. You're constantly trying to create something unique, something that's yours and yours alone, that the world can use. The space program, the internet, those are all Aquarian things. So what is the next Aquarius going to invent? By the way, we've also had more Aquarius presidents than any other zodiac. Leo's, I think, would be second in line, if I'm not mistaken. But the Aquariuses are the high-minded ones. How can we do things new, Aquarius? How could everybody in the world do something new? You're the one that'll invent what we can do new. So it's time to pull all your things. There's something funny in here. It looks like a Pokeball. Are you playing Pokeball? My Aquarius is out there playing Pokeball. There's a lot of purple crystals in here, so you have some crown chakra knowing. You know what needs to be done. You know where you're trying to get to. You know that, and now you're going to have to put the pieces together to invent something new. Because it looks like you've got your whole tool chest out on the floor in front of you. Looks like you got everything out. You're pulling it all out. You're looking at it all. You're like, what can I do with any of this? What am I going to make new? The next card is Confusion, the Six of Crystals. So my Aquarius friends, are you confused about what to invent, what to do new, how to make things new again? What's troubling my poor Aquariuses? You may have different paths to follow. You may have different ideas, and they might be in opposition to each other, or you might think they are. You might feel a little separated from your loved one as well. Not kind of sure whether you're coming or going. But over the next 10 days, you know, how can you take one step forward? Not this giant leap, because I know Aquariuses are famous for that. They don't like to muddle around. They make sharp, quick movements. And they don't like to take their time at all. But they found themselves in a position in the next 10 days of confusion. Of what's of value, what matters. Where are you laying your heart down at night? How do you feel separated from what you want and what you need to do, from what you'd like to do and what you don't want? You have a lot of options ahead of you. That's okay. One of my best pieces of advice when it comes to someone that's, you know, feeling confused is do nothing. Maybe give this a little more time. Maybe the answer won't come in the next 10 days. Maybe you're trying very hard to do something new and it's not really happening as fast as you'd like it to, so it's creating some self-doubt. But don't fear, because the confusion will settle itself. You will eventually figure out what's of value, what's the purpose, how to move forward, what you want, what you're trying to create, what you need to feel, who you need to feel it with. All of these questions, you know, career, all these confusing pieces and parts that could be, will come into focus. You know, there again, I'm gonna, for some clarity and some protection right now, maybe Tiger's Eye would be good for you. If people are speaking to you about someone or trying to tell you what to think or feel or do, don't listen to that right now, because that can aggravate the confusion. But a little bit of Tiger's Eye will keep people from putting things on you that they think, and bringing in more confusion. So I think if you can stay settled down, realize that the things are swirling around you. I don't know if you can see this part, but there's like this gold section in there. If you can just go into your brightest spot in you, hold still, and hold the pieces of yourself that you know are true, and let everything else go on around you, it will settle itself. But you might have to wait till after this next 10 weeks. And now I'm really curious, and I want to I want to do your reading, Aquarius. I want to know. But we'll see the next 10 days how that shapes up. And the last reading of the day, my dear Pisces people. I love my Pisces people. I got a couple of best friends that are Pisces. They're always interesting, and this is really great to see. The first card that we have is Harmony. So over the next 10 days, you will experience the harmony, the rainbows. Everything is orchestrated and playing very well together. It's balanced. It's melodic. It's moving at a healthy pace. It's playing well with others. It's being both sides of the coin. It's, you know, you Pisces have been through it a little bit too. The water signs have really kind of taken it. So the Pisces people are so sweet and wonderful and try so hard. And I think you're finally coming into this Eight of Wands energy of having some balance in your life where you can manage what you've got on your plate now. You can manage where you're at and what you're doing, and you're doing a fine job of it. So I'm really happy to see that. It might be time for you to start planning a journey. If you do play music, you might enjoy that over the next 10 days. But it looks like your love life and your home life are good. Even if your relationships aren't all that fantastic, you've come to an understanding with it, so that's helped give you a little bit of ease. You know, maybe listen to some classical music. They say that it improves your brain power. I don't know if that's true or not. But with all the hype and spin on the music world today, when we turn on our, you know, generic radio, we're marketed to all the time. So maybe you know, put in a classical CD while you're cleaning the house or while you're riding in the car. You know, do your breathing exercises. Because you've got this one in the bag. You're feeling good. You're feeling real good about things and where you're at, and you've made some strides, and they're feeling really balanced to you right now. Nothing is out of sorts. You've got a handle on things really well now. And you know, over the next 10 days especially. But I think this is one of your overall energies for this upcoming year, which you're at that little better than midpoint. So this last lunar eclipse probably got rid of some things that needed to go and put your life into, you know, a little easier flow for you right now. And your next card is Purity, the Two of Wands. And this card says basically to me that you have mastered something. You clean the windows of your life. You can see much brighter now. You've come into your own quite a bit in the last year, I would say. You're unfolding pieces of yourself little by little by little. And it's burned off everything that doesn't belong now. You've really done a fantastic job, and you deserve the reward. So I'm really looking forward. I think by the end of the year, yeah, when we get through wintertime, maybe the beginning of the year, February, March, as we're heading into spring, I think you're going to see the big overall pattern of the things that you've walked away from were great things to walk away from, and you didn't suffer over it. You just did it. And you've made some hard decisions, but you've made the right decisions. And you did it with intention, with the right intention. So that only the things that didn't need to be there left, but the things that are a part of you, that you love, that you've nurtured, that you've grown, those are beautiful and they're perfect and they are pure. That's purity, two of wands. You created some kind of new enlightenment for yourself, a new path, a new journey, new way of looking at things, and it's really come into fruition, and it's beautiful. Harmony and purity. Wow. Well, that concludes my readings for tonight. I hope everybody has a good week coming up, and I hope you like the messages. If you have any questions, I will be doing some offerings. I was going to try to pick like the 10th email or something like that. If somebody emailed me and asked me a question, I would pick the 10th one and give them a free reading. And I think what I'll do is, since we are having some heavy-duty adjustments, I would say, over the last 10 days, and going into this next 10-day phase, I would say if you have a question for me, if you will email me, I won't use your email or bug you with a bunch of stuff. I don't do things like that because I don't like it. So why would you like it? The chances are you don't. And if you do, just let me know. Hey, keep in touch and give me the scoop. I like to do that. Sometimes certain people just stick out in my mind, and they come up quite often while either they're working on things or I'm working on something and it's relevant to them, and I will pick up the phone and call and say, hey, I was looking at your chart and the transits that are going on, I thought might be good for you to pay attention to for whatever reason. So I do things like that with my own personal little network, but this is all new to me on YouTube, so I'm just getting used to it. And I'd like to start answering some questions from my YouTube viewers. I don't think I have very many. I think it's like 20 something right now, but that's okay. I'm growing, and I'm humble and happy to be here, and it helps me exercise my skills.